Hey guys, welcome to day 12 of the Matthew reading plan. In this chapter, you're introduced to the Sabbath controversy, and that controversy was between Jesus and the Pharisees. Jesus would work, heal, perform miracles on the Sabbath, and every time he did that, the Pharisees would get very upset. The reason why they got upset was because they had twisted the intent of the law. They put the law above people, but all along, God gives us the law for people, for our benefit, and the Sabbath is one of those. But let me give you another example. God clearly tells us that sex is only for a husband and the wife inside of marriage, and that's it. And some people will look at that and think, oh, well, God's just telling me that I can't do something, or that I want to have fun, and God says, no, I can't. And so I'm not going to follow that. And many people don't. But really, that's there for your good. I'm a chaplain. I counsel people all the time. And there are marriage counselings that they're struggling with something, and it almost always is made worse or is based upon previous sexual partners. And when you look at how that past comes into their current marriage and the damage that it causes, you start to see the goodness of what God says. And so God is saying that for your good. Not just to keep you from having fun, or not to keep you from having some kind of enjoyment that you think would be better for you. No, he knows best, and so he's telling you it will be better if you don't. Well, same thing about the Sabbath. He is saying that I created you, and I know what kind of work-rest cycle that you need. You need to take a day off. I mean, just so you know, I love that I serve a God that says, hey, take some time off. But we are designed for a cycle like that. And if you ignore it, it will at some point hurt you. It will at some point damage your body or your mind. And so that law was made for man. Man was not made for the law, which is what the Pharisees held to. So when Jesus comes in and he has the opportunity to heal somebody on the Sabbath, of course he does it, because the true intent of the law is to be for the people. And so Jesus is coming in and being for the people by healing them. But the Pharisees twisted that around. And that's why they hated it so much. And then they conspired to go and kill him. One of the reasons why is because Jesus says, I am Lord of the Sabbath. Basically making himself God. Again, it goes back to there's no middle ground. Either you hate him or you see him as God for who he says he is. Now, one of the things I want to leave you with, a question that you can ask, is have you turned around one of God's precepts, one of his laws, in the same way that the Pharisees have? I don't know what it is in your context, but it could be watching some type of movies, or eating or drinking certain things, or tattoos, or certain types of behavior, or whatever it is. Have you turned something like that on its head and inverted the intent, the true intent that God has given you? The laws are for the people. And if you hurt people in order to keep the law, you are wrong. You are going against what God desires. So whatever law, whatever precept, whatever thing you're trying to follow from Scripture, the ultimate intent is for the people. So please do not twist that around, because if you do, you are then working against God.